We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. Sheds off the tackle. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 50 yards on the ground. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, that's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
Yeah, I did. My bad. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Presley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Go, Reed. Go. Look at 19. Check smash. Check smash. 70 Timberwolves. Hurt.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here's 3rd and 6.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Presley. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, You talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Bronco 80. Hey, check that streak.
On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job. They'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Broncos have 1 and 3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
He finds his man, complete. That's Klein. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Viking 18.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wiley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Hey, Chad. 70 Lions. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
2nd and 6. Now he's going to step up and run. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 1.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
At the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Huh. Cougar 19. Ready.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready. Ready. Panther 60. Panther.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Red. Mustang. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions. Let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Here's a diving catch right side. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Go. Viking 18. Let's go.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On the ground with a tight end. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal.
79, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Chargers 3.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble, costed potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Warriors 70. Ready,
looking to throw. Presley. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Riley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Chargers 3.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Presley. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
Broncos 21, Chargers 10. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Here's Robinson. Oh, the return is Robinson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
70, drop 50, 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cloud. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Ready.
Looking to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
$18 Rattler.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 6 now.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60.
They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Presley. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Backfield empty here. It's 3rd and long.
19 tight, 19 tight. Pouring 70. Dragon 60.
Operating from the gun. Presley. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Johnson to return it. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Denver offense at the line ready to go. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Going up top. Got a man that's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Chargers 10.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
They're on 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before break. Presley. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Broncos 38, Chargers 10.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Let's go. Trap 60. Panther 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Throwing to start the drive. Presley. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by John A. Barron. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Here we go. Shot. Check out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Nice Cougar 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
18 Cardinal. 18 Dragon. 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready, up.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hampton, touchdown, Chargers. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Liking 18.
Up the middle they go. Wiley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll work inside here. Hampton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Presley. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Presley. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long.
Trap 60. 60 Maverick.
Operating from the gun. Presley. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And down to the 27-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Presley. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers get a bit closer.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread.
Chargers 24. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go, start. 70 Lions.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with his better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Operating from the gun, Presley. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And the Chargers first down.
70.
A gain of 18 on the play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Hampton. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Broncos' 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll find Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 16. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Now they'll automate to something else. Now a play fake here on first down. And that one drops down incomplete. good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It moves to second and
Well, that
10.
was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Tag! Bravo 80. Hey, check that. Street. Rig alert.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Come on. 19, 18. 18, Rattler, 18.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, you kept him out the end zone there. This game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. There's Robinson showing the flash. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
2nd and 13. He finds his man, complete. It's Klein. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Ready?
They run straight ahead with Harvey. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
It's now second and 6.
Looking to throw. Presley. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
First down, Los Angeles.
On first down, hits Hampton. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
A gain of 16 yards.
Off the play fake, Presley. He finds his man, complete. It's Fisher. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now second and 3.
Hey, Smith, come on. Hey, 70, Timber Wolf.
Back to throw. Presley. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
79 Broncos.
From the gun on third down. Presley. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
65, check. 19 tight. Buffalo 18. 65 check. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
18, pioneer. Cup 19.
Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, streak. Mustang 19. Panther 11.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. Third and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Trap 60, trap 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 Lion. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Looking to throw. Presley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Here comes second down at 5.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Off play action. Presley. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Broncos 41, Chargers 38. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Here's Robinson. On the return is Robinson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. But now an audible here into something else.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. And I'm going to keep firing.
19 Tiger. Ready?
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready, ready? 70 Lions.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case,